Hello, dear Capricorn. How are you? Welcome to your love reading for the month of December of 2025, the last month of the year. So thank you. Thank you so much for your love and your support throughout the whole of 2025 and even before that. Because of a lack of time, we're taking the cards already because I want to see the bigger picture, even though with your spread here, I'm not getting a lot, so we're going to have to take more cards, but I want to start off with the advice card first of all, and this is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and you got the Share the Love. Now, there was another sign that got that. I think it may have been Scorpio or Libra. Maybe check out those signs. I don't remember exactly, but it came through today, so I did a Scorpio today, and then Libra, and then Cancer. Cancer didn't get it, so it's either Scorpio or Libra. Check out their reading if this speaks to you. The Share the Love is the Three of Cups, so it can speak to a love triangle, but also possibility of a reconciliation, or Three of Cups can speak to coming together with others, support from people that are from your tribe. But let's see what the message reads and we'll take it from there. You're entering a period of joy and tranquility. However, this card speaks of friendship rather than romance, suggesting that this is an opportune time to connect with friends. For the time being, let go of any desires, anxiety, or stress around romantic relationships. Instead, focus on your relationships with your friends. Turn to them for support if you need it, and find reasons to celebrate with them. Rejoice in the fact that they'll always be there for you and you for them. Community is also important at this time. Get out of your house and away from your own concerns. How can you positively contribute to your community? Reach out to your neighbors. Is there an activity group or support group that you've thought about joining? Do it now. This is a great way to meet new people who could turn into lifelong friends. Feel the joy in connecting with others and sharing your love in that way. So that could also speak to, for some of you, that maybe through a friendship, very important relationship may enter your life. We will see, but let's look at the spread first of all. And we've got the Knight of Swords, decisive action. This is air energy, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. More so Aquarius, and it can be a little bit challenging where information communication is concerned. Sometimes even possible legalities with the Knight of Swords. You're coming from success and recognition, which is a Leo card, right? Six of Wands, success and recognition, maybe a little bit of ego as well. So this is the seed of your reading. Oh, you may be dealing with someone that holds a little bit of ego because of some success. I mean, you've got the Six of Wands and then the Seven of Wands. I don't know, it could have to do with someone's reputation, I'm getting here, and you do rule the natural 10th house, dear Capricorn, which does speak to reputation and your social standing. Nevertheless, you've got the Empress here in the recent past, so Taurus, Libra comes through as well. The Divine Feminine, the Empress, who needs to be very patient, who is very attractive to the opposite sex, who's very patient, who's very motherly, and she can speak to as an energy of abundance, but needing to wait for that. Crowning you is the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady paced, steady progress. The Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy, is always about, looking towards the future, slow and steadily moving towards a certain outcome, because remember, the Knight of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles, which would be a relationship, commitment, possibly moving in together with someone. But then you come out of the month of December with a defense mechanism and the Seven of Wands, which in one way can say that you're given the high ground, or that you need to have the courage, even though you may be working against the odds, you will be given an opportunity, because there are some issues here, as we usually see in the traditional Rider-Waite Seven of Wands. He's fighting, he's got the high ground, but he's got those 6 wands that are he's in opposition with. Now, looking at the Lenormand, we've got the snake, and the snake can speak to Scorpio, the snake can speak to the other woman, deep desires, sexual connection, lots of deception, lots of things that are not known. The snake can speak to a metamorphosis, change, manipulation, all these themes of Scorpio. And Mercury is retrograding through Scorpio, now moving direct. Scorpio and Sagittarius. So issues relative to mysteries, sexuality, hidden information that you may have been waiting on, which has taken forever. Looks like it is coming in quickly, right? The seed is the 6 of Wands, which could be a little bit of ego. But remember, and I don't know if you're working with someone, because wands are about vocation. And we've also got the 3 of coins here in the Lover's Path Tarot. But I want to talk to you about the Lenormand first of all. So the snake can speak to poison but elixir as well. And it is another 7. And 7s are conflictual, we know. And then you've got the child. The child could speak to a new cycle, or it could speak to innocence. Here we've got manipulation, deception, and here we've got innocence. But it can also speak to play or immaturity. After the child, we've got the letter. The letter can speak to communication or legalities, news coming in that will bring revelations after an ending, or the revelations will bring an ending. The revelations, because we've got the moon, and the moon is motherly. The moon is someone's emotional life, their home life. The mother, we've got mother-child here. Or the full moon, new moon, lunations could be very significant for a change, but that's through some clarity. There's an opportune moment here after deception, after an ending, considering third parties, involving third parties. There is a new beginning here. And remember that the letter can also speak to legal documents. So what we have in the Lover's Path Tarot, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, which looks like a tower. 3 of Coins. 3 of Coins is collaboration, usually where relationship is concerned. It can speak to third parties. 3 of Cups, 3 Pentacles here. And then this leads on to the 10 of Cups, which can be we're working together, we're collaborating together, or there's a third wheel here, which may put pressure or bring to succeed a family unit. An emotional chapter needs to come to an end, because 10s are endings and they are restarts. They turn into aces. And you finish off with the 6 of Pentacles, which can speak to legalities, or it can speak to balance, equal, reciprocity. It's very karmic as well. It's a very karmic card, that what you've given out you will attain, you will get back, right? But also, because of the image here, it's like someone is giving all these coins. She's like sitting for a picture, and she's being valued, she's being honored, she's being protected. It's like someone is ready to do the work after they were spending their energy, let's say, towards another relationship, possibly, because that's what the 6 of Pentacles is. It shows the scales. It could speak to possible, karma, dharma, needing to pay one's dues, or to receive. Maybe it's time to receive. Now, the general energy here is the King of Cups, which is a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Beneath that is the Eight of Wands, which is an energy surge. Eight of Wands is love messages, right? It's passionate messages. It's transition. Someone is transitioning towards becoming the King of Cups, working through their emotions, becoming the master of their emotions. Wow, okay. So we see a lot of desire, possibly long distance travel as well with the Eight of Wands. Beneath that is the Four of Wands. So again, lots of fire, the ability to feel inspired to create. But remember that the Four of Wands is foundation and commitment. And what is that foundation, that commitment sitting on? It's sitting on a karma review. It's going through a judgment, right? Which is a moment of crisis, a resurrection, or an ending. And we've got the Ten of Cups beneath that. So contentment and joy. So Ten of Cups, we've got the Ten of Cups here as well, right? There's a possibility here for a resurrection, but it could also be the ending of a chapter and change, because King of Cups, of course, they've gone through the notions, the lessons here. These could be messages of passion, desire, secretive messages as well, which are sort of bringing a sense of maturation where your emotional life is concerned. So the King of Cups, which is Scorpio, and the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. I mean, you know, the Eight of Wands is transition. It's movement. So the wands are pointing towards the King of Cups. They're leaving the Four of Wands, if you know what I mean. So I'm wondering if some of you are not coming out of a past relationship because of judgment, heavy judgments. Yeah, we will see. We will take another layer here, but let's look at the psyche and your emotional standing in the month of December. You've got metamorphosis, and this does speak to Scorpio and change. Fall means sadness. It's like hibernation. It's like, you know, when the leaves fall off the tree, there's sadness here and there's fear as well. But there's also nostalgia. Nostalgia is a soulmate connection. This is reminiscing relative to the past. Let's see what this is all about here, because your spread sort of didn't give me enough clarity. So I just thought I would explain the rest of the cards, and let's see what's going on with the Knight of Swords. We've got a Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and an Empress. Knights are about action, and we've got the King of Cups, of course. But Knights are about action. They're about movement, transition. Let's see. The Knight of Swords, the decisive action. What's that about? Wow, maybe there has been a fight, an argument, lots of clarity, which is may have brought or is bringing a Three of Swords, a heartbreak, a disappointment. And we've got the Knight of Wands, passionate adventure, another knight. You know, if we've got Aquarius, Sagittarius here, they're all about freedom. Someone not ready to take the next step. So I don't know if this King of Cups, if this is coming out, because I don't think this is you. I think that you are the Empress. That's what I'm getting. If this Knight of Cups has come out of a past commitment, maybe they're not ready. They're not healed enough. They're not ready to offer you because they've been wounded. They've been hurt. Even though they may be nostalgic about you, there are fears. Fear of them falling into another trap. Fear of them carrying, you know, a chip on their shoulder and not making you happy. What is the success and recognition? Because you may be dealing with someone that is quite successful in the arena of career. And that, of course, could also be your energy. I mean, you are all about career. Or this is someone that is successful in career and hasn't had it easy where love is concerned. What is the success and recognition? We've got the high priestess, hidden knowledge, a spiritual connection, the other woman. Let's see. Lots of things that are unknown. And 5 of Pentacles. Isolated and alone. Yep, the third wheel, the third person who felt very successful. Maybe at some stage, there may have been revelations that she was not dealing with someone that was totally free, or not dealing with someone that would want to offer her something long term, or even dealing with someone that maybe she misunderstood. So not being on the same page as to your wants and needs with your person. Even though there is nostalgia, there's fear. What is the Empress about? We know she's a mother, right? Usually. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, wise investment. She is quite powerful. She could be a successful career woman as well. This could be you. You've got an ace here, right? The Ace of Pentacles. It's like the Empress knows what she wants. She will not settle for anything less. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Steady progress. We've got the Devil and obsession. So there is a secret love affair here. That's why someone is taking their sweet old time. They may still be dealing with the past. The Devil. This is Kronos. This is Saturn, which is talking about the timing needs to be right. But there's also cycles that you've been dealing with. Let's take one more. 7 of Swords, deception and strategy, you see? Wow, dear Capricorn. I don't know if you're dealing with a Scorpio, you could possibly be dealing with a Scorpio or a water sign. Maybe you've been manipulated. Maybe you've been lied to. I want to see what that King of Cups is all about. We've got a Page of Cups, message of love. Someone who could be a father. Someone who is trying to be strategic and return. Someone who owes you an apology. We've got a Queen of Swords here as well. So, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Usually she's a divorcee. She could be the mother. She could be the same as the Empress here. Or this could be if someone is wanting to return. You want to clear the air. You want to have all the information. You don't want any secrecy. Some of you may have maybe thinking of putting an end to a connection because I don't know, there's been deception, there's been heartbreak, you've been very patient, you're not accepting anything less than an emotional partnership, a mature and emotional partnership, and someone that is good, that doesn't need to go through healing, that is not going to be carrying baggage with them. What is that 7 of Wands as the outcome and the defense mechanism? We've got 6 of Pentacles, which you end up with here as well. So this is telling me here that there is an offer here, that I'm willing to do the work, is what this is telling me. Yeah, it's like I'm not going to accept anything less than equality, equal balance. We've got the 8 of Cups and evolving. I'm going to take one more. And we've got quick wit and intellect, King of Swords. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. For some of you, this could be the time for relationship is once someone's emotionally involved and left a past situation here. For those of you that are waiting for someone to be free, someone to go through their healing, I don't know. It's like Spirit is sort of leaving things up in the air. I don't know if you're willing to wait. Now, for some of you, there will be the return, there will be the ability to reconcile, to come together, to meet up, right? As long as there is full-on clarity. And what you're going to hear is that someone is on their way out from a previous past relationship. Possibly also they're coming clean with the truth. I feel that there are a lot of revelations, lots of truths that you're going to be dealing with. And I don't feel it's you that's been strategic and deceptive. I feel this is someone you've been dealing with. And dear Capricorn, obviously opposite you is Cancer, which is your most important one-on-one relationships. Jupiter is retrograding there, which totally sums up, the same as what's going on in your reading here. Because Jupiter retrograding in your house of most important relationships is possible dealing with someone that's going through separation, divorce. You're needing to go back to clear the air, to see the truth. They're needing to come clean with you. And that may be quite challenging, but it's also very promising. What's at the bottom? And we've got the Ace of Swords, yep. Breakthrough and awareness. You will be having the awareness of what is truly going on and lots of clarity. Beneath that is the Five of Swords, mind games and control. And we know King of Swords could be someone that's very good with mind games. Now, you're a sign. I apologize. I had a call from overseas from my mum who's not doing well, so I had to pick up. Just going back to your reading here, it's quite a powerful reading. There are mind games, there's manipulation. We see the moon here. We see the death card, the coffin, and we see an emotional evolution. Someone is leaving something from behind, from the past, right? And is going to be seeing things from a very intelligent perspective here. That's the only way that they can receive or be blessed with what they deserve, right? I get a lot of karma dharma here, and someone does need to be more intellectual and more seeing things from a detached point of view, because crowning your reading is the Seven of Swords and the Devil. There's deception, but there's also strategy and there's intelligence as well. And this is the advice that I'm getting here. I'm also going to say here, just be careful. Be careful with the sharing the love, because this is like being emotionally open, right? Be careful who you share your life with. Be careful who you share your truth with. Be careful that there isn't manipulation coming from others. Okay, it's a very powerful reading. I'm going to say again. Sometimes the nostalgia card, because for some of you, if this is you just being nostalgic, right? Because thinking of the past. Many times when we go through a difficult time, as we move towards the future, we tend to naturally forget the hard times. And I'm wondering if someone is returning, that you may fall into a situation, a trap, and lots of memories coming back from the past. So forgiving someone who's done you very wrong, someone who you may be thinking to give a second chance to, just be very, very careful with that. Let's see what's going on time-wise for Capricorn. The cards here are saying maybe don't think with your heart, but think with logic. Use your logic, and that's something that I don't usually get. So when is this evolution, this emotional evolution, when is it going to happen roughly? It's happening now for some of you. Next month for others of you. I'm going to take one more. And the palm does speak to fate and destiny very strongly. And within 6 months. So with a fish here, obviously, fish can speak to something sudden or revelations where there has been illusion, deception, right? A lot of fate, karma, and destiny is playing out for you. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's get into the head of the person you're here watching this for. It could be someone that needs to move on from a past connection, but may not be ready to enter the next phase of their love life. Others of you may be returning to a past situation, thinking to give someone a second chance. So remember, it's a very multi-layered reading, which is the strongest, the most powerful reading out of all the other signs. Let's see what's going on. Whichever person is on your mind and you want the clarity for, and take the messages as they resonate for you. No one compares to you. We are so different, and I don't know if this could ever work out. I don't know what to do. I've missed you. Are you happy where you are? I always think of you. Why did you leave me? How could you? What went wrong? You mean the world to me. I want to take this journey towards you or with you. And you are my other half. I want to give you everything in life to make you happy. What's at the foundation? I'm sorry for not trusting you, but I've been hurt before. And that's the Seven of Swords, which is crowning you here. So that's a significant message, surely. Dear Capricorn, I hope that helped. Thank you so much for your love always. Remember, it is a general reading. If you're after a personal, then do not hesitate to reach out. I'm wishing you well and hoping that December will be a good month, that you enjoy your holidays. Merry Christmas to whoever celebrates, and we'll be back with more. Love and light, dear Capricorn.